estimation activities. So I'm not sure how often you get to include opportunities for kids to estimate in your class, whether it's, before they do a computational problem, you're asking the kids to give you an estimate of what they think it might be, a high or a low estimate, or that kind of thing, so they get an idea, start to build that number sense that's going to tell them, hey, that number's way off. And this number sense is really important, and estimation is a great way to get there, because invariably as kids move through school, they're going to start to use calculators more and more. They may not, they may not all get a grasp of the standard algorithm, but at some point, whether it's during their school, at their years of education, or as an adult, they're going to end up using a calculator, for the mathematics that they may be doing. And one of the reasons why estimation is so important, and number sense in general is so important, is if you put in the wrong thing in a calculator, you're going to get the wrong answer. And we need to know if, like, you miss a digit, like, whoa, wait a second, I was multiplying 42 times 36 and I got 112. Like, I got to know that that's wrong somehow. And maybe I just need to plug it back in, kind of thing. But, without some kind of number sense, our students aren't even going to be able to do simple things like that. So the estimation is a great way to start to build that number sense, because kids start to get a better understanding of the magnitude of numbers and what to expect from multiplying, or what to expect from dividing and addition and subtraction, and then get a chance to compare, like, hey, was I close? How well did I do? And why? So that's kind of the big reasons why estimation is so important. And we wanted to take a moment and take a look at an estimation activity that I pulled off of a website you may be familiar with, Estimation 180. And so the idea here is, in the chat, take a look at this picture, and take an estimate of what you think the height of the tire might be. You're muted, but what are some of the things in the chat?
I was just going to tell you, 5 feet, 5.5 feet, 42 inches, 3 feet, 8 inches, a couple more 5 feet, some 3 feet. We have a 6. I really like that one didn't have anything, because that gives us that idea of, well, 6 what? Is it 6 puppies? Like, let's attend to some precision with that. That's awesome. Those are great conversations and ways to value that thinking, but also ask for clarification. 4.5 feet, all kinds of great answers.
What other information might you find helpful? Because that's another thing you can ask kids to think about too, is with a picture like this, trying to figure out the height. What other information could I give you that might be helpful to help you make a better estimate?
So we have knowing how tall the child is, the age of the boy, how tall is the boy.
Would it help to know the size of the rim? Like, I hadn't thought about that before, but maybe the diameter of the yellow rim that the tire's on. So here's a little hint. This is Andrew Stedell, and that's his boy at 3 feet tall. So now make a revised guess knowing the boy is 3 feet tall.
So we have some answers coming in. 4.5 feet, 5.5 feet, 62 inches, 5 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot, 4.75 feet.
Right on.
5.5, 4.5.
All right. So now the exact answer is right there. You've got a 4 feet 6 inches, or 1.37 meters is the height of that tire. Okay. So knowing this, you could go into deeper conversations with the students about, if the child is 3 feet tall, prior to doing the reveal, you could have more conversations with them about, is the child 3 feet tall? Is he, past halfway? Is he shorter than halfway? And how does that help you to make an estimate about his height? So you can see the website down in the bottom of the picture, estimation180.com. There's over 200 different pictures and reveals like this, as well as lesson planning guides, all for free, that Andrew Stedell has curated, I believe, with a few colleagues. But feel free to check it out. It's a great way to get estimation activities into you. There's a great one that my wife's students always loved, and we've used in other trainings with cheese puffs on a pan. And they talk about like they put one on the pan and then how many cheese puffs will it take to cover the whole area of the pan. So there's a lot of different ones on there that are great ways to get into estimation. And you can see with the conversation we had, it's going to take maybe 10 or 15 minutes with students. But the benefit of estimating activities is it bleeds into the other mathematics that you're learning and that you're teaching and they're learning. So as they get to be better estimators, they're going to get better at a lot of different aspects of the mathematics that you're teaching. And again, this is something that you can do by tweaking the pictures, tweaking the information a little bit, maybe all the way down in TK through 5th grade. So.